Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, for this video here, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys study with me today. Basically, what I want to do is make a video and just show you guys what I do on a daily basis as far as boot camp. So, as you can see, the title speaks for itself. A day of boot camp with Laoshu. So what I'm doing now is check. I normally, like I told you guys, I normally do check in the morning when it's check day. Well, actually, every day is going to be check day. I know recently I made a video and said that I have 4 languages. I do 2. I work on 2 one day and then 2 and work on the other 2 the next day. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and do check every day and just switch off the other one. So today will be check in Somali. And then tomorrow will be check in perhaps German, and then after that will be check in Cantonese. Okay? So, let's see where I'm going to start. Excuse the messy room. This is my workstation. My good old workstation. So, normally when I wake up, the first thing I do is I have to change my daughters. They're joining me here today. Get this boot camp in. So I change them first, and then while I'm changing them, I always have audio playing. You know, it could be the podcast or any dialogues from any of these books here that I use for check. Okay, I have the check, as you can see, the check for beginners, and I have Hippocrane, and then I have book 2, and I have colloquial check and teach yourself. So I switch on and off and just choose any of these courses to listen to on a daily basis. Now, like I said in a previous video, you probably won't be able to use all the resources you have for that particular language you're working on, but it's always good to work from several resources, especially if you're the type of person who will get bored. Okay? So, for example, today I listened to the Check for Beginners. I'm going to listen to Check for Beginners, or I start listening to that. And then I'm going to listen to, get some colloquial check-in. Just work from these 2 as far as my listening. And then, of course, I have my podcast. So, now, remember that video I showed you guys a long time ago where I say I get my Deutsch marks, get my money, and I keep my folders? Here it is. This is my check folder here. Okay? So, I'm using Regimen. Ooh, I think I may have to post a video response to that video I made before on using the Regimen and getting Deutsch marks. But here, as you can see, I use these papers here when I write out the dialogues. And I work on these for 7 days. I work on that 7 days. I need to get 7 Deutsch marks. I call them Deutsch marks. I need to get 7 Deutsch marks, then I can move on. So as you can see, this is 1, 2. I don't know if you can see that. Let me look at see if you can see that. Yeah. So as you can see, it says 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. That means that's chapters 1, 2, and 3 for the Regimen course. And I have 7 papers here. 7 Deutsch marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, a total of 7 there. That's for chapters 1, 2, and 3. Then we have 4, 5, and 6, as you guys can see. 4, 5, and 6. And again, we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I should be further ahead, but I'm using so many different resources for check. So today I'll be starting on, what is it? I think 7 is a review chapter, so I think it'll be 8, 9, and 10. I have to check. So I'm gonna go ahead, play this, let this video play while I'm working on that, just to show you what I'm doing. So let me find my notebook. Okay, here we go. On my notepad. Okay, we're gonna use this paper here. I'm gonna get my marker. Get my marker. Okay. Where are you? Oh, don't tell me I misplaced that thing. Yeah, sometimes I could be a little bit unorganized here. I don't know what I did with my... Oh, here it is. It's right here. It probably fell out the bag. Oh, okay. So we're going to get started. You guys ready? Go ahead and wipe your mouth. There's a lot of drool. They're teething now. This one is growing teeth. She has 2 teeth there. Well, you can see one, and the other one is growing. It's very short. She hasn't started yet. All right. So hopefully these guys can stay quiet. They know what Daddy does. You guys know what Daddy does. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to start with this teacher self or Aussie meal. So I have Aussie meal, check. As you can see. Keep my phone here so I can make sure. Okay, so this Aussie meal, this is the French version, so that means there's really no English. There's no English translations, but as I talked about in another video, it's not necessary since I have several courses right now I'm working from. So let's see here, 4, 5, and 6 I just completed. 4, 5, and 6. And let's see here. Okay, we're starting from 8, so it'll be 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so this is what you do. Take your marker. You take your marker. This is Chesky. Put check. Oh, don't tell me you're pooping. Are you pooping? Let's see, 8, 9, and 10. Let's see, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Yep, she is. I wonder if I should continue. And she look like she's taking one right now. Okay, let me see. Let's go ahead and begin. So, I don't know if I could play the audio on my phone while I'm doing this look-see. I don't think that's going to work. Alright, so I'm going to look for the audio. Let's see, I believe I have it already in my iTunes. Let's see, let me check. Check. Email check. Email check. You know what? I'm gonna have to see here. Okay, guys, this is what I need to do. I need to go ahead and add the tracks to my iTunes because I have the audio files on my other hard drive. So what I'm going to do is cut the video here. I'm going to come back and continue it off. So I'll be back here shortly. Okay, back in action here. So I just had to transfer the audio files. So let's go ahead and start. So I have my pad here, check 8, 9, and 10. So this is basically what I do. Okay, I go ahead and play the audio. Where's my iTunes? Let me see, how do I... Let's see here. Yeah, because I wanted to use my iPhone, but they won't. I don't think I can use it while I'm recording here. So let's see. I'm trying to see replay. I'm looking for the replay. Hold on, you know what? Let me try something. It might work. Let's see. No, wait. Let me see. Hold on for a second, guys. Where's my check folder? Okay, I'm gonna probably use Windows Media Player because basically what I'm trying to do here is I want to get it to where I can listen to it over and over on repeat without having to stop it while I'm writing out the dialogue. So.
8. lekce.
Okay.
Geniální rodina. 8. lekce.
Here we go.
Geniální rodina.
So while it's playing, this is what I do.
Přecházíme ulici. Vidíš ten nový dům? Myslíš ten u náměstí? Ne. Počkej. Vidíš to bílé auto? A banku a poštu? Ano. Teď vidím taky ten dům. Bydlí tam můj kamarád David Černý. Můžeme Davida navštívit. Nemá náhodou sestru? Ano. Jmenuje se Zuzana. Zuzanu znám dobře. Je to kamarádka Marie. Ale neviděl jsem, že má bratra. David má ještě bratra Tomáše. Studuje biologii. Otec říká, tak chytrého studenta vidíte málo kdy. Vím, že tvá matka je profesorka. Tvůj otec je taky profesor? Ano. Tatínek učí Tomáše Černého biologii. A maminka učí Davida a Zuzanu angličtinu. Proto je Zuzana tak dobrá studentka. Cvičení.
Vidíte ten dům a to bílé auto?
Já jsem Karel, můj bratr se jmenuje Tomáš.
Mám taky sestru Evu. Tvůj otec učí Davida a Petra biologii. Marii znám dobře. Bydlí u nádraží. 8. lekce. Geniální rodina.
Přecházíme ulici. Vidíš ten nový dům? Myslíš ten u náměstí? Ne. Počkej. Vidíš to bílé auto? A banku a poštu? Ano. Teď vidím taky ten dům. Bydlí tam můj kamarád David Černý. Můžeme Davida navštívit. Nemá náhodou sestru? Ano. Jmenuje se Zuzana. Zuzanu znám dobře. Je to kamarádka Marie. Ale neviděl jsem, že má bratra. David má ještě bratra Tomáše. Studuje biologii. Otec říká, tak chytrého studenta vidíte málo kdy. Vím, že tvá matka je profesorka. Tvůj otec je taky profesor? Ano. Tatínek učí Tomáše Černého biologii. A maminka učí Davida a Zuzanu angličtinu. Proto je Zuzana tak dobrá studentka. Cvičení.
Vidíte ten dům a to bílé
Okay,
auto?
so I gotta go down here to the 8. Wow, the dialogues are getting longer.
Můj bratr,
But hey, this is a good thing to do.
Mám taky sestru Evu. Tvůj otec učí Davida a Petra biologii. Marii znám dobře. Bydlí u nádraží. Osmá lekce. Geniální rodina.
Přecházíme ulici. Vidíš ten nový dům?
Myslíš ten u náměstí?
Ne. Počkej. Vidíš to bílé auto? A banku a poštu?
Ano.
Okay.
Vidíš
Oh,
taky ten dům.
Bydlí tam můj kamarád David Černý. Můžeme Davida navštívit.
Nemá náhodou sestru?
Ano. Jmenuje se Zuzana.
Zuzanu znám dobře. Je to kamarádka Marie. Ale neviděl jsem, že má bratra.
David
Alright.
má ještě bratra Tomáše. Studuje biologii. Otec říká, tak chytrého studenta vidíte málo kdy.
Vím, že tvá matka je profesorka. Tvůj otec je taky profesor?
Ano. Tatínek učí Tomáše Černého biologii a maminka učí Davida a Zuzanu angličtinu.
Proto je Zuzana tak dobrá studentka.
Cvičení.
Vidíte ten dům a to bílé auto?
Já jsem Karel, můj bratr se jmenuje Tomáš.
Mám taky sestru Evu. Tvůj otec učí Davida a Petra biologii. Marii znám dobře. Bydlí u nádraží. Osmá lekce. Geniální rodina.
Přecházíme ulici. Vidíš ten nový dům?
Myslíš ten u náměstí?
Ne. Počkej. Vidíš to bílé auto? A banku a poštu?
Ano. Teď vidím taky ten dům.
Bydlí tam můj kamarád David Černý. Můžeme Davida navštívit.
Nemá náhodou sestru?
Ano. Jmenuje se Zuzana.
Zuzanu znám dobře. Je to kamarádka Marie. Ale neviděl jsem, že má bratra.
David má ještě bratra Tomáše. Studuje biologii. Otec říká, tak chytrého studenta vidíte málo kdy.
Vím, že tvá matka je profesorka. Tvůj otec je taky profesor?
Ano. Tatínek učí Tomáše Černého biologii a maminka učí Davida a Zuzanu angličtinu.
Proto je Zuzana tak dobrá studentka.
Cvičení.
Vidíte ten dům a to bílé auto?
Já jsem Karel, můj bratr se jmenuje Tomáš.
Mám taky sestru Evu. Tvůj otec učí Davida a Petra biologii. Marii znám dobře. Bydlí u nádraží. Osmá lekce. Geniální rodina.
Okay, I think that's the end of the.
Ulici. Vidíš ten
Yeah.
nový dům?
Myslíš ten u náměstí?
Ne.
So basically, that's I'm not gonna sit through and do all three of them for you. I'm just give you guys a pretty good idea what I do. So that's the first dialogue here, as you guys can see. I've written out the first dialogue. So what I do is I like underline it normally, and I start on the next one, which would be 9. So I write 9 out, play the audio, listen to it, and then I go to 10, do the same thing. I do that for 7 days on three dialogues, or 3 lessons, I should say. So again, there's no translation. There's no English translation here because it's a French version. They don't have an English version for Czech. So I don't really look at the French, and I mean if you want, you can actually use Google Translate, to try to get the meanings of the sentences, but I don't worry about it because, like I said, I have several resources I'm working from, and I know for a fact that a lot of this stuff that is being used here in these dialogues, these lessons, I'm going to see it again. So that's why I'm not worried about it too much. So listening to these a lot and writing out the dialogues, you won't have a choice but to eventually recognize them when you work from other resources. So that's that. So that's what I do for Osimil. And once I complete that, I will perhaps go work from something like here, I have Czech. I have the fast Czech course. The what is that? The fast Czech FSI. Yeah, FSI fast Czech. I'll work through this, and this is a really good course because again, it has dialogues. And I normally cut these up in what is that program called? There's a program where you can cut up the audio and put them on your iPod. So this is a really good course. It has dialogues and it has the vocabulary section. So I use that, and then of course I use my very own course, my FLR course. And basically this is what I started off with the questions and answers. Learn these, because these, like I said, these are very important. So when don't start crying, I'm almost done. I learn those, I focus on those, because I know once I start, like for example, once I start leveling up with the native speakers, these questions will be asked. So that's why I always learn these first, and then I'll learn the other stuff afterwards. So I do all this at one time. I don't just focus on this FLR stuff. I have work from other courses. And for those of you who don't know, basically the FLR course it teaches you, when you go through the whole course, it basically teaches you how to the constructions. That's how I learn how to build sentences. And I know I say don't focus on grammar, but it's grammar, but you're not really focusing on it. I hope that makes sense. You're not really focusing too much on grammar, like the technicalities, trying to break it down and say why is it like this, why is it like that. But you're learning how to everything that's like there for you to learn from. Like I show you how to just put sentences together. That's what the FLR course is all about. But for building up vocabulary, of course you want to learn more vocabulary. That's why I always recommend to use other courses too, in conjunction with the FLR course. So that's what I do. When I start making my sentences, I come here and go through this FLR course, make sure I'm, got my questions and answers down. And that's what I do on a daily basis. So I normally do this in the mornings for Czech, and then time will come to change my daughters, and I'll play some audio on my iPhone, podcasts, or whatever it is I want to listen to, and I do this all the way until 6 o'clock. Now it's not always a straight shot, because like I said, sometimes I try to get rest in the morning because I'm usually up all night because I have to work and stuff. So during the morning, pretty much before 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., I'm working on one of the Czech. And then once 6 o'clock comes, then I switch over to another one. So 6 o'clock today, I will switch over to Somali and pretty much do the same thing. Do my listening, go through my dialogues, all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And I just wanted to show you guys that and give you guys a pretty good idea of what I'm doing here, what I do on a daily basis. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for viewing, and I hope this video was very helpful for those of you who are beginning your journey and need more advice on what to do. So that's it. I want to conclude it, and look forward to any questions you may have.